everybody here. Woo, 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 woo. So, anybody who's returning, thank you for sticking with us for our first season today. We've kind of just decided about 30 seconds ago is our soft launch for season 2. Boo, boo, boo.
Welcome to season 2, mother truckers.
How are you guys kind of feeling about season 1? How do you think everything kind of went? How do you think your guys' characters kind of, developed from their little egglets to the flowering chicks they are now?
I'm so proud Getsmani has killed things.
I'm venturing out into the world and exploring. It's very exciting.
I feel less of a baby.
You're a toddler.
I've grown up.
Learning to walk it.
Honestly, I didn't like these guys when I first started, I was just traveling along, seeing what happened, and, Ludicius, he's doing well. He kind of likes his crew. We're causing a little bit of mayhem. It's kind of fun, so we'll see how it goes.
It's been quite a transformative experience for Brunor. He's changed character quite a bit.
Awesome. Do you guys have any NPCs that you've really keyed into on this last little run up that you guys really stick in your mind?
I loved Muck. I am glad he landed softly where he was thrown.
Yeah, make Koyori and Muck land in peace.
Much of a vibe.
Yep.
For real. I thought they were dead for a while, man.
Me too.
I was hurt.
I felt good things when they were thrown. They made it safely.
Okay.
I sense these things, Ludicius.
I hope Ivan comes back in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan's a tall wrecking force for sure.
He made a really sharp axe.
My man Alphonse,
Shout out to Alfonso. He really hooked you guys up
He
right
really
at the
did.
beginning there.
It's true.
I'm really missing Lapin, the cat from Poseidon's RIbcage.
Yeah,
Hope he's doing well.
Little do some of our viewers know, Poseidon's RIbcage started off as a campaign between us friends, and we decided we kind of should record this. This is going to be great. You can check out our pre-roll episode if you dare. However, I recommend starting here and continuing to watch this video. Are you guys ready to play some D&D?
Let's
go.
roll!
We left off with you guys, part of the party, introducing themselves to Scarret, one of the lording gods of the land of Brackenwood, the Brackenwood Forest, kind of the savior of that whole area, just the growth spurt of that area. I believe these three managed to communicate and have some sort of correspondence with Scarret, whereas Ludicius and Brunor got drunk with a frost giant, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely, and drunk they are as our party was thrown off of the top of Wingdom's Spine at the end of their 2 million step march. They had previously watched Koyori get chucked off the edge. Make sure to watch that. Very gripping episode. However, you guys are all thrown pretty much nearly at the same time as you guys' masses all kind of form as you guys kind of create like a geese sort of situation. You guys are kind of honing in as you guys are flying south over the whole world of Puva that you guys have known and so far traversed a great deal of. You guys are kind of going, and as you guys are flying through, you guys kind of look over your shoulder and you see the storm, the gray clouds kind of brewing that were following as you and creating that storm at the top of Wingdom's Spine. It's kind of following you guys, similar I want to say you guys are almost pulling the blanket over the land as you guys are making your way south across the world here. You guys are kind of flying. You guys see, as you look down a little bit, you see the treetops of the Brackenwood Forest. I'm sorry, and you guys see the ocean, as well as several different landmarks. You guys kind of recognize as islands as you guys are kind of honing in. These two completely tipsy on your journey as you guys kind of working your way into formation while you're flying. You guys make a little cabinet of yourself. There's little air pockets. You guys, as you find you guys the wind whipping around, you guys can actually communicate with each other. You guys are saying anything as Summer's Faye is maybe she's kind of subtly picking up, kind of guiding where they're going a little bit.
Whoa, this is the highest I've ever been in my life.
This is the wettest my pants have been.
How long are we going to be up here?
Wait, your pants are wet? Why are they wet?
Anyone else?
Are yours?
No.
So what is the group kind of thinking that they want to accomplish as they are traveling south across the world's borders?
I want to land on the ground, not broken.
Yeah, not dying.
Fair. Completely fair.
I'd like to be alive as well.
We'll be right back. Short break.
Almost happened there.
And after fixing some technical issues and bandaging our buddy's head, not actually, but kind of, our party resumes flying through the air as they approach. It's very kind of bright, midday. You guys can see everything. You guys are approaching sort of a cluster of islands that are kind of like in between the giant masses of land. As you guys fast approaching, you guys see the ocean just kind of start increasing. You can see like white caps and everything as you guys are nearing where you're landed. Splat! The whole party's wet and soaked. You guys have been thrown into the ocean. You guys kind of bob up. Can you please roll me a perception check? And a survival check. You guys are kind of in the middle of the ocean.
To roll both?
Yes. And then tell me in that order.
Survival is 8. I rolled a 1 so I can roll again.
Okay.
18 and 16.
All right. Summer's doing good.
16.
All right. What you got for me, Brunar?
Wait, so what order?
Survival and... No.
Okay.
Perception,
Perception and survival.
Perception 10, and then survival is 18.
Damn.
Perception 11, survival 1.
Ooh.
Perception 5, survival 6.
All right. As you guys are all thrown into the water, Jean and Odysseus, the impact was not shielded from you as you guys are knocked unconscious as you guys are now starting to sink as the Brunar and Gitsamani are able to kind of look and peek as they see your figures kind of sinking in the opposite direction of the land masses. Summer manages to perfectly stop herself before hitting the water without getting a drop of water on her.
Wow.
How far are we from each other?
Oh, you guys are all within 5 feet. You guys had a very precise landing.
I'm going to cast water breathing for all of us.
So the two underneath can kind of take a breath, and the saltiness inside of the water as it kind of fills your lungs is unwelcome, but also you're not dying.
Not dying.
Thanks, Bruno.
Can I grab Jean under the armpit and just like scoop her and swim?
Yeah, does she
and float
notice
with
I'm
her?
dying?
Yeah, she absolutely notices. She absolutely comes down, scoops you up. You're strong. You're strong. So I feel like you would be a strong swimmer as well as you have aquatic proficiency. So hopefully that helps out. But as Summer's watching her friends kind of fish her other friends out of the water, she looks and kind of turns and looks at where she's landing. She looks nothing but open ocean, about 80% of the direction. However, she is able to see what seems to be a lush sort of green ring of trees, as well as a gorgeous sandbar, hopefully not too far of a swim away.
How long will it take us to swim there?
Hopefully not too long.
Can we...
Actually, with her perception, she probably knows it's going to be like a 2-hour swim.
Can we start swimming?
Please do.
With grabbing Ludicius, too?
Yeah, do
Brunar?
we wake up yet, or are
Brunar,
we
can
still...
you grab Ludicius?
Let's you two roll me a
Not
quick.
very good swimmer.
Oh no, can I try and grab Ludicius as well?
And
just have...
I was gonna have you roll a strength check, but roll a strength check with disadvantage now because you're carrying double load.
I rolled a nat 20. 19! Oh, can I do it?
That's pretty good, absolutely. Gitsamani decides this is not where we die. She scoops up both Ludicius and Jean Hemingwaist by the arms as you guys witness Gitsamani essentially step and power walk her way on top of this water as you guys start making your way.
Too strong for the water.
Like
The
those
water
water
can't kill
walking
me.
videos where they run.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Looking like a little blue-footed booby.
I love those birds.
All right. Summer's kind of fluttering along as her friends are getting dry. Bruno, I'm assuming you're swimming behind. You keeping pace.
Yep.
It's getting kind of twilighty as you guys are approaching. You guys see lights kind of go up. Fires burning, torches used to being lit. As you guys see more of a figure kind of approaching. This figure isn't a person necessarily. It is a giant ass kind of like tower that's perched on one of the sandbars as you guys are kind of swimming closer.
How close are we now?
Yeah, I'm going to say you guys are about like 120 feet away, and roll me a quick stealth check.
Do we need to be stealthy for this?
No.
Oh.
8.
10.
5.
11.
Not stealthy.
23.
Oh shit!
Little stealthy.
Oh.
Not stealthy.
From the top of that stone structure, you guys see a second torch kind of light, different from the large glowing embers that you guys are seeing cast shadows from above. You guys see this one seems to be much smaller, more handheld, as you see someone kind of peeking out. You guys, I'm assuming, are just going to continue to swim.
Keep swimming.
Keep on
Just
swimming.
keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
All right, you guys approach a shore. It's very rocky, and as you guys approach, you see that it's a pretty vertical. It's not going to be a fun climb if you go straight up. However, there's a sandbar that kind of like walks and curves around your vision a little bit.
Is Gitsamani still carrying me?
At this point, I want to say it's probably about like 10 feet deep. You've dropped them. These two have woken up from just you slapping them across the water.
Cool.
Yes, now you guys are all just kind of treading, or I guess you guys are like in a...
10 feet is too deep for me. I'm only 2 feet tall.
You're right, let me backtrack. You guys
Yeah.
are walking up on something, so you guys are probably in like a foot of water here.
Oh,
Nice.
Can
Cool.
we hear anybody else on the island?
What you hear now is just waves crashing on the rocks.
can I just say a quick thank you to the DM for not sending any scary sea monsters after us?
Yes. Noted.
I hate the sea.
Why?
You never know
There's
what's
no
going
rocks.
Oh,
on.
they're at the bottom.
They're way too far.
We're by the rocks
But
now.
look at all these ones. They're all sharp and pointy and tall.
I want to get to them.
Go to the rocks then. Let's go. We'll wander over to the rocks.
Okay, cool. So you guys kind of approach this bank, and as you look up, you see the giant stone lookout tower. It's very near the perimeter of, like, if you would to scale that bank.
The perimeter of what?
Just for kind of reference, it's sort of like a peninsula, kind of jutting out. Like it's
Where did we land?
a great question. You probably need to look up a map.
Anybody have a map?
Gene, roll me a quick history check with advantage.
16.
With a 16, Gene knows that this is a lookout tower of the corkboard. And for reference, just for for the audience, for our listeners here, the corkboard is a hub of scum and pirate villainy. It's where you go to gather a crew for any sort of adventure you want here. So you guys continue to kind of. What would you like to do? You guys kind of like approach the bank. Would you do? Are you gonna try to like walk around, or scale it straight?
I want to walk around. I'm tired. That was a lot of carrying. I want to go up the sandbar way.
Yeah, I don't feel like climbing. But where
Yeah.
the hell are we?
Where are
Jean said we're in the corkboard.
We're in the lookout. There's the lookout tower of Corkboard. We must be in Corkboard.
I make note. I put all of the valuables in my possession within my leather shield thingy, bodice thingy.
Smart. Are you wearing your coat or your
No.
unicorn?
No, I threw my coat away. I mean, I put my coat in my bag of holding.
All right.
I'd like to run a history check on the corkboard.
Please do. Roll and then ask me what questions you have. While he's kind of looking around, trying to piece together, where are we? Corkboard.
Have
Yeah,
we
you
been spotted by those candlelight people?
as you look up, you see that you definitely see a figure with a torch looming over the edge of the lookout tower.
Is this someone we need to avoid?
Roll an insight check.
Mod 20.
With a mod 20, what do you want to know?
So I want to know, one, it seems like most of the party doesn't know necessarily fully where we're at. Gene kind of knows we're at the corkboard, so I kind of want to know if I've been here before, and if so, what do I know about the geography of the corkboard in terms of where we're at, where we can find the market, and how we can maneuver this area.
Okay, well, with your great history roll here, I'm going to say you have been to the corkboard, but it's been a long time. You were a child then. That's when your dad was taking you just on recruiting adventures, and the likes. However, I'm going to say with a mod 20 that you are able to recognize the geography of the layout, and I'm going to show you, and I think you'll know exactly where you are. No one else can look.
I rolled 14.
On your insight. You think it's a person probably doing their job, and they saw a couple people out there, but you don't know if it was worth it to them to save you.
Okay. I continue wanting to climb up the sandbar way.
You guys are sloshing along as it's kind of like up to your knees as you guys are walking kind of around the bend of the corner. And as you do, you see, not on the side that you guys are on, but kind of across a little channel. I'm going to say roughly 50 feet across, but it's definitely shallow-ish waters. You're going to have to swim. But across that side is a really luxurious sort of beach. You see that there was, definitely like signs of life and beach going. However, you don't see much beyond a couple of campfires for probably like miles along this beach here.
Can I fly across the beach and see if and do like a little insight check to see if I see anything special or feel anything certain?
You'd like, sure. Go ahead, roll me a perception check as you flutter up for a height advantage.
4.
You can roll me with advantage here.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, with a 14, you flutter up. You see that it's starting to get that gorgeous magenta color across the sky. You see there's definitely some beachgoers, which you assume to be some humans. You see a couple people, one person casting a line, and then a couple structures down the beach that you can't really make out, but you assume they're probably like houses. I guess with your height, but that's just down the beach, but if you kind of turn your gaze, you see that the thicker kind of, how should I say this, tropical parts of this land circle about in sort of a, how can I put this, basically like a cookie cutter sea kind of forms. You see like a ring, you lose sight of the beach, and you kind of give birth to, not give birth, your eyes give birth to the center of this sort of circularness. You see it's just a giant another little island inside this little cove. That it's not a little cove, but it's a massive
There's an island
place.
in an island?
There is an island in this island. I'm gonna say it's all you get with a 14 though.
What'd you see up there?
She says, I need a map.
I can see some humans and activity on the island, but there's an island inside the island.
Well, going with my original history check, what do I know about sloth?
That's like the slosh bucket is just basically where everyone goes to get drunk, to celebrate, like they just docked in, that's where you're going to be staying. Like, that's where you're going to be drinking and getting your food from, is the slosh bucket.
Is that where the market is?
The market is going to be on that same little island, yeah.
It's its own island?
It is. It's on.
This place is cool.
Cool.
Should we go to the island? Within the island?
Is there somewhere to lay our heads there?
We should pitch a tent
Is it nighttime?
and take a nap.
It is.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. We should take a nap.
So,
Time.
if we walk down quite a bit, about halfway through, so since y'all don't know, let me fill you in. I've been here a couple times before, and I know a little bit about this area. So basically, we're on a U. Okay? So we're right here. This is where the watchtower is. And if we want, there's an inn we can stay at right down here. Okay? The House of Canes has a tie with this inn. They buy some of our supplies. So I'm sure they'll be able to accommodate us.
That sounds lovely.
It is a little bit of a walk. I'm not sure exactly how far it is to get there. But then in the middle, there's a separate island, and we can go get our supplies there at some point in time. And of course, my man Bruno, we can get a little litty. Take a little see what Corkboard's got to offer, if you know what I'm saying. But we gotta make sure we got a knife in our back pocket, cause these people out here, they ain't too friendly.
Can I put my axe down at the ready just so the pretty part's not visible to the naked eye?
Trying to hide your little shiny axe?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Sure. Noted.
It's at the ready, but hidden.
Gotcha. We're going Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Okay. So Ludicius kind of leads the party, I'm assuming, south. This way, this particular path necessarily doesn't have pathways that are forged and stomped on. As you guys make your way to a little low point and are able to climb into the vegetation, you guys are kind of making your way through thick jungles as you guys manage to actually... you guys are probably going to have to take out your weapons to kind of...
Okay, I can take my axe out for this.
Can I check for like medicinal plants?
Yeah, why not?
What do I add to that?
I think it's a survival check.
Survival.
Don't eat the bad ones.
That'll be 24.
With a 24, I'm going to say you gather, without being too specific, you gather a large quantity.
Actually,
of,
sorry, it's 27.
Yeah, a large quantity. It doesn't really change a whole lot. You gather a large quantity of medicinal in a different spot, you know, so just let me know if you have stuff in plan or that you want to use them for, because I don't have specifics for you. But you grab, you know, proper flowers that you notice, you know, things that carry the right seeds, that sort of things. So I'm going to also say with a 27, you also managed to find some little hidden nuts that a squirrel had buried. So you also get 2 days worth of rations. Cool.
Guys, where's the world seed? Summer? Can you feel it?
Can I feel it?
Roll me a pure luck check.
8.
You close your eyes and hold your hands out, trying to summon the powers that Scarrett said you had. You just you do feel a little bit of movement of kind of giving you that similar feeling that you experience at the top of Wingdom Spine. However, you're not able to get too much of a reading. You're able to sense that, yes, the seed is still intact.
I can tell you the seed is together, but I cannot tell you where.
Oh no.
Because someone gave it to the giant.
We should find that at some point.
We should.
Ooh. Should we just keep walking through the marsh then?
A javelin, just as you say that, kind of like sticks into one of the trees next to you.
Hey, watch it! Shout.
I pull my shield out.
I get my axe ready.
We'll start ducking.
You hear some...
I'm
What
going
is
to story
that?
form. Archer story form.
Archer starry form.
I'm gonna see Bruno in his starry form, like, bro, chill out. But at the end of the day, I'm still ready, my axe.
That's a javelin.
As you guys all ready at the where the javelin came from, you guys self-center your focus. Out comes from this little bush. You see 2 eyes, big lips, and a very smooth green face. Right next to him, you see another one, red. Another one, bright blue. And you see them kind of all start doing that sort of gobbledygook back and forth.
Can I just go?
Mimic.
Yeah, roll a persuasion. And
I rolled a 1, so I can roll again. 7.
as you say that, they all disappear. They all kind of suck themselves back into it.
Into what?
The darkness of the forest that you guys just like are losing their figures to. Before another one whizzes by Bruinor. Before you see the little red one kind of like jump out and kind of like stand in front of you guys, and you see the smallest little frog, very round and bulbous, with a head to match. Its legs and arms, you know, roughly 8 inches across. Just
I squat down with my axe in my hands and say, "No hurt, friend."
Only one more persuasion.
That is a 11. An 11.
He hits you with the back end of his spear, and then He turns and starts running back to the same way that he came.
Well,
What?
I don't think he speaks common.
No. Bruno?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on the whole party.
Oh, will you tell the viewers what that does?
So, Pass Without Trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from me, masking my companions and I within 30 feet of me. And we get a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. And we leave no tracks or other traces of our passage.
That's amazing.
So imagine a veil of darkness covers all of us as we are now super stealth.
As Brunor is explaining what he's doing to the party, as you guys are enveloped in even darker
I'm like, we need to hide.
You hear a and then you see the green one that you originally saw with a harpoon in the back of its neck, kind of limp forward, dead.
Who harpooned it?
Roll an insight check.
Oh my god.
You hear and you hear some scurrying as you think. Roll me, and you guys don't have to roll me. As you guys hear the sounds getting further and further away from you.
Perception check.
What'd you roll?
Rolled a 7.
Oh, the 7. You think that could have came from anywhere? Gitsamani is like, let's get out of here.
I'm game. Let's go. Come on. We got the veil.
Wait, so I'm supposed to roll for insight as well?
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for inside as well.
27.
Right, you got it.
Yeah, you take that one.
Yeah, for real.
You think this little tiny frog person hunting party managed to hurt itself?
I'm like,
Stab themselves in the head.
these
Family
frogs are fools.
You can tell by the way it's impaled and just the angle, everything about it. Brunor just feels really good about himself.
Can we eat these frogs?
The one that lays in front of you looks delicious.
Is it poisonous?
I don't know.
Can I eat it?
Are you gonna try?
Can I roll an insight if it's poisonous first?
Yeah.
That is a 17.
You think some frogs sound good?
I'm gonna pick up dead frog man
Yeah.
and just tie him to my waist for now.
You pick him up. He's actually like about like a quarter of your size.
Oh, that's a big
I'm
frog.
gonna go over and say, no, the legs are the only good part, and I'm gonna
Okay.
take my scimitar and hack off the legs.
Add 2 frog legs. Put like jumbo frog legs into your.
That'll be for her.
Oh, you give it to her.
Oh, okay.
Just let her know.
You see that this frog person was wearing no clothing and had no inventory, no nothing besides the spear it came with.
Cool. Can we keep moving? This is freaky. This is weird. I don't think I like it.
Yeah, I'd rather not stay in these woods.
Yeah, let's try to get to this
Let's
end.
go.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep walking. With Pass Without a Trace, I'm not going to have you guys roll anything as you guys manage to make your way. When you guys finally make your way to kind of like a path that has been walked recently, it's now fairly dark. You guys assume it's like towards the middle of the night. You guys come across, and you open up. What you see to your right is a road that kind of continues along this sort of U-shaped land that Ludicius was describing. However, like towards right in front of you, you see 2 long, stringing, floating bridges with a gap in the middle. You see they're about the length of a log, leading towards a center aisle of sorts.
They're floating magically?
They're floating on the top of the water,
Oh, okay.
sort of like logs.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where the inn is?
As the DM, the inn that Ludicius would probably know where it was is going to be south along that road. Please roll. You guys don't even have to roll me. Who is going to be walking first, eh?
Probably me with Brunor close behind so I can use his starry form light.
That's gone now.
Oh, it's gone?
And
Not me. I can't see in the dark.
The path is not lit.
I know the area, so I feel like I would be in front.
Can you see in the dark?
I have dark
I
vision.
can't see in the dark, but I know where we are.
Okay.
I have dark vision, though, so I can just kind of
You
explain
guys should hold hands and walk at the
what's
front.
going on.
So you guys start walking. you guys holding hands,
Yeah, I just kind of snatch his hand. He doesn't want to, but I will.
walking this path. You guys walk a little ways before you start coming across more permanent settlements that you guys think might be houses towards the locals. You see they're kind of like crooked to their foundations. Things necessarily don't line up. They're like patch or shipwrecks, you know, that they've just kind of reclaimed, worked their way into kind of their own housing. You guys see along the coast that they line up, not so much on the other side. And then you, before your eyes, you see something much more larger, much more structurally sound. You guys see a large manor that you know is going to be housing several different types of rooms. Ludicius knows that this is going to be the silent season.
Does that mean I have to be quiet?
As you guys are walking, it's very silent. You guys hear just the wind of this and the white caps of the sea kind of.
Gets money.
This is
stays
creepy.
kinda quiet.
It'll be cool. It's a nice place. I've been here There's only one inn on this island, bro.
Are they open right now?
We'll find out.
Okay.
You guys kind of go and approach, kind of rounding out towards like this large jutted out entrance. You see this door handle is really rubbed on and raw. You see that you can tell this has been opened thousands and thousands of times. So Ludicius kind of goes, whips open this little wood thing. Ludicius has to duck under to get in, but you guys all just kind of walk, summer flutters in. You guys roll me a quick perception check.
16.
16.
15.
Awesome.
7.
You guys see that there's a collection of just several different tables. You see that there is very exhausted and dirty-looking folks kind of sitting there, not talking much, just silently. You can hear like clanks of armor as people readjust, and you hear the crackling of a fire, as well as just a tiny little, sort of like a stand-up booth with like name tags and stuff on it. Kind of towards the back of the place that you're at.
Can I tap on Ludicius since I'm kind of short? Is this the right place?
You know, it looks a little different than I left it, but I think so.
Okay.
As you walk towards the back of the room, I'm going to say that you see a figure that you recognize, aged almost not at all, a large, very pale elf with white hair, straight going down. He has a long, sullen nose. Let's see if he recognizes Sir Ludicius. He turns and you see this elf address the human, and he says, "Drinking or staying, sir?"
Both.
All right. How many rooms?
5.
Yes. You see he scribbles before handing out 5 keys. And who may I charge this under?
Charge it under the account of the House of Kings.
You see he stops writing. He says, "Oh, the House of Canes.
Indeed.
How lovely. Consider your stay complimentary." Yes, it's been several fortnights since we've seen any representatives from the House of Canes. What prolongs your stay?
We're just here for a quick visit.
Oh, business or pleasure here at the court board.
A little bit of both.
He gives you a smile, a creepy little smile, and he says, "Yes, well, let me know if I'll be of any assistance."
Is my danger sense going off?
Extremely.
What's his name again?
You know this guy. His name is Varnos.
Varnos.
I'm ready my axe, but hidden.
He hands you 5. He says, "Actually, may I see?" And he actually retracts the keys before turning around, doing a little swap, and handing out just 2 larger ones. And he says, "I believe this will be due for the House of Canes."
I look at him, I say, "Varnos, you know when the House of Kings arrives, we're always here for fun."
It's fun when you fill our pockets, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be right back with your drinks. and you see that he kind of disappears, kind of through a door in the back.
Wait, I didn't tell him what I wanted to drink.
Don't worry about it. He's got us covered.
Okay, guys, something feels bad. Something feels really, really bad. I have my axe ready. I don't know. Something feels bad.
Should we go to our rooms?
Yeah. Let's go. Hey, I don't know if y'all are aware. We're in an island with dangerous criminals. So
Yeah, but he gave me like extra danger. Danger. Like my mom said, don't talk to strangers, and he's giving me stranger danger.
I never said this was a great place. Sleep with your ex.
Okay.
But we'll have a good time, I can guarantee it.
Does that mean if someone comes at me, I can just hack their head off?
I mean, do what you want, but I am not attached to that.
I just like leave the canes out of it.
Okay.
Were you guys saying that out loud?
Very whispering quietly, so no one hears us.
Okay. Well, you guys, I'm gonna say you still have your pass without trace on, so no one heard you.
Question: are we the only non-humans here?
From what you can see, that there, as you kind of look around, you see kind of a beat up looking orc, as well as. Let me consult my chart here. Yeah, otherwise we have just a lot of humans in there. We very little beast folk.
Can we go to our rooms?
Absolutely. Right as you guys are kind of walking down the hall, you guys, Ludicius knows that it's going to be a third floor type of thing to get to your rooms.
Okay.
As you guys are walking, starting to round the corner and walk up the staircase, you hear, wait, hey, and out comes this tiefling, slightly blue in color, almost pale and sickly looking, very thin, kind of young, just says, hey, didn't you want this wine?
I say, fiend!
I'm just bringing you some drinks, man.
Okay, thank you. I'll take the whole tray.
The whole tray?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you can leave the tray outside your door. I'll pick it up in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I throw gold at him.
He blushes.
And then we go on our way.
Thanks. And he walks away, going back to that same door. You guys kind of walk your way. You guys make your way up a flight of stairs, go around a whole bunch of doors. You guys walk past a bathroom that smells really gross, and you hear some moaning. You guys keep walking all the way up the stairs before you see two doors, one on one side and one on the other side.
I didn't know these bathrooms were communal.
So I'm guessing you guys want to go inside. So
Can I inspect the door handles to make sure they do not lock from the outside? I'm nervous.
roll me an inside check.
That is a 15.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gitsamani, as Brunor and Ludicius are both opening both doors, you kind of look and you see that this is definitely a common type of lock that has many, like it's easily, how should I say, it's like keys are common.
Skeleton keys.
Essentially. Yeah, sure, why not? Perfect.
Jam
You
your
guys-
doors, ladies and gents.
Kind of walk in. Almost like a change of scenery completely. You guys kind of walk in towards a very posh and light sort of room. You guys see that there are soft candles lit already for you. A nice calming aroma. House of Canes. A little bit of spice kind of enters your nose as you hear like the crackling, and you see a little brewing pot of stew inside the set fireplace. Halfway between the rooms, you see that there was sort of like a locking keys sort of dealio. Ludicius walks over, cracks it open, slides it open. This has now conjoined both of the rooms, and you guys have just a massive third floor kind of U-shaped room. Yeah.
Slumber party.
Slumber party! Woo!
It looks like the island.
Do you guys want a drink? I'm holding the tray. I don't know what to do with it unless I'm gonna put it down.
Your guys' buzz is worn off.
So we're sober now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is the drink poisonous?
It looks like normal wine to you.
Fuck it, I'm gonna drink it.
I'm not really thirsty. I'm gonna go to bed.
I just downed my entire glass.
Yeah?
Yep.
You
Never mind then, I'll drink my own wine.
I set the wine on a table that's probably present.
Yes, exactly. So who's all going to bed and who's going to stay up and party, eh?
What time is it? Party time?
I start screaming, let's get rowdy!
I am going to go lay down because my head hurts from getting knocked out by the water.
That's probably a good plan.
Knowing Summer gets drunk real easy, I'm kind of down for the show. So I grab one of my stronger bottles of wine. You know, I know I'm running a little low, but
Wait, she could just drink the one that's right here.
no, I don't like what you were drinking.
I didn't choose it.
So
Your mans chose it for me.
hey, you know, I never said I trusted him. But I've had Summer one of my strong bottles of wine, see if she'll get drunk quick.
Oh.
Take sip.
One sip.
Whoa!
It's a party!
You guys see a couple instruments strewn about. You guys see like a harp and like what seems to be a tambourine with a mallet.
Tambourine with a mallet.
Immediately you start banging around. You hear the clinging of your thing is ringing out throughout the room, waking up these two.
Yeah. Come on. What's going on?
Oh, you're so rocket.
I'm making music. What's up with your voice?
You're bad at it.
It's rude.
It's
My mom
just
said I was
rocks.
very talented. I am also going to take this opportunity to jam our doors with a chair. Each of them, just go underneath the door handle.
Okay. Smart. You guys can see out of the one window. It's one large window across both rooms. That's kind of the would be just kind of blocked off halfway, but you guys are able to get a large view. It's a nice cutout. You guys see a perfect encapsulation of this kind of C shape as well as the whole aisle in the center. You see sort of like a cable of some sorts kind of stringing across from one end from the mainland of the corkboard to the center aisle, as well as the floating bridge across. You know, it's all encapsulated in your view here. You also see several resting ships as well.
What's that giant string for? Does anyone know? The one that's like up in the sky?
I don't remember.
I can barely keep myself up.
I'm gonna find a bed and lay down.
Just as Getsemani's going to lay down, she kind of goes and lays her head. She hears a popping coming from the sound of the sea. Ludicius, I'm going to say you were still out there. You managed to look and you see a couple of cannonballs fly out from the lookout. And then you see from the lookout tower, as well as several of the other ships inside the ring of the corkboard, fire off several cannonballs into the sea. From the center aisle, Ludicius, can you please roll me a perception check?
Why you gotta do me like that? 12.
With a 12, you faintly hear a coming from that center aisle.
It kind of sounds like the rumor is. Can I roll an insight to see if I know what that sound is?
No. I'm going to say your failed perception. You just need to get closer.
So I hear the sound, but I don't know what it is.
No, you're like,
Well, then I'm going to just stay chilling in my room. I'm not even going to think about it. You know, I don't know what it is. It sounds kind of weird. I see some cannons going. So I'm going to keep watching, but I'm not doing anything until I got more information.
you stand there for how long?
Until something changes. It's nighttime. I'm just sipping, drinking, looking at the water, trying to see what's going on.
Everyone else has fallen asleep. Summer, have you fallen asleep, or are you sipping with Ludicius?
I'm sipping with Ludicius, trying to keep up.
I don't know how factually that would work, but cheers. Yeah. You kind of hear it popping. You kind of sit out there for, I want to say, half an hour, 45, an hour and a half rolls by. No more noise or disturbance. You see, I guess as you watch across, you see a small couple galleys roll across the gap between the aisle. They're coming your way. 2 hours, 3 hours pass before you hear, it's roughly, I'm going to say 3, 4 in the morning at this point, before you start hearing just some clanging and some jabberings kind of coming from down the road behind you. They grow louder and louder as you kind of hear like what seems to be an accordion music kind of crunching in and out. You know, you hear people having a jolly good time as you hear below kind of fill up and get kind of loud. Now you like below you as the rest of your party sleeps and slumbers. I'm gonna say Summer at this point has not been able to hang with you and has passed out, her little wings splayed out on the windowsill next to you.
Not even in the bed.
Absolutely. What's Ludicius thinking as he's sitting there in a drunken exhaustion?
I'm thinking it's probably good to go to sleep. Doesn't seem like this is getting too close and it's being handled from afar. So I don't think it's directly affecting our party, so probably gonna hightail it to bed. I'm pretty drunk already, so.
Heck yeah. So you get a nice little short rest. Everyone else gets a long rest. I'm going to say you're not exhausted. You're used to getting drunk and falling asleep. That's per usual.
Are we done with the hard mode of the mountain?
Yes, you guys are now back to your normal exhaustion levels, which means you get all your spells back after a long rest. That's only 24 hours. Short rest, just a couple hours.
Cool.
No more wilderness survival rules, but that's a great game mode, and I highly recommend doing it for just an increased tension and survival aspect for your party.
Made us think more.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think at all.
Well, I did.
So Brunor and Jean wake up first. You guys, your internal clock is just gets you up bright and fresh in the morning. Jean is very in tune with the ocean. You guys get up right before the sun starts to rise.
I'm gonna whip out my tablet, stretch, and take a peek at the remaining stars. And
Yeah, roll me. What's that? Can I get like a survival check from you real quick, or?
I was going to roll for
nature.
My I forgot the name of it. It's the wheel or woe. So it acts a lot like inspiration points that I get to decide whom to give it to or when. Today is a wheel day. It's a good day. I can help my friends. On woe days, I hurt my enemies.
Awesome.
Okay.
So you stay there and you study the sky. Go ahead and roll. I'm not entirely sure what you need from me, or if I
Nothing.
even need to know.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I rolled for a wheel.
You study the other end of the sky as the sun and the stars sort of flip place. Jean uses this time to fix her fur. And is there anything else that you want to do?
Maybe go see if there's a breakfast menu somewhere.
Yeah, you scurry downstairs and you see.
Cautiously.
Yeah, you kind of like peek your head
Peek
across
out
the
in the
banister.
hallway, yeah.
Disguise kit.
What you see is not what you left it at last night. You see sprawled on the ground, you see in a drunken tirade of passed out humans, dwarves, who have halflings, even a few half-orcs, as you see roughly 30 or so men either still drinking or laughing, kind of like slowly grumbling away themselves as they're kind of spewed across. You see the tiefling from the night before, bags under his eyes, just running around picking up empty mugs and such.
Yeah, I skirt back into the room and shove the chair under the door handle again. I'm like, it's too early.
We'll deal with this later. Some time passes and the rest of the party awake.
Can I ask the DM a question?
Yes.
What was the name of the elf lady that we met in Poseidon's Ribcage that offered us that animal handling kit?
You're talking about Roanoke the zookeeper.
Roanoke. I would like to use my disguise kit to look kind of like her.
Sure, yeah. You wake up, don a disguise kit, immediately growing several feet in the process. As now you are transformed into this slender, magnificent-looking elf.
It sounded cool. I don't know if it'll be useful, but it sounded cool.
You kind of whip your long, flowing hair, turn to the party, and what do you say?
What do you guys think of my new look?
You look good!
You're so tall.
Yeah,
I can see everything from up here. Bruno?
Who are you?
We met this lady back in Poseidon's Ribcage. I wanted to look like her.
I know where I met you. Wait.
I peel
What?
back like my face a little bit.
Oh, what?
I put my
How are
face
you that
back.
tall?
I don't know. This is how disguise kits work.
I picture you kind of lifted your face up and immediately like,
Yeah.
I'm right here. Back up.
Wow.
It sounds like I'll get better treatment here as an elf lady. I don't know. And does that mean I have taller vantage points to smack people with my axe?
I don't know if that really stopped you from smacking
Yeah.
people with your axe before.
Fair enough. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I'll
you
go
know,
downstairs.
Me too.
I'm feeling a little iffy because I'm tiny and I was just drinking last night. I'm asking everyone, you guys want to go get a little Energizer this morning?
Yeah. Do you want to sit on my shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so tall right now.
You can see everything, right? It's awesome.
You guys are going to make your way down the stairs. Roll me a quick perception check, everybody.
19.
14.
10.
17.
Jean,
13.
from her trip down there earlier, kind of looks around and realizes, okay, things are not as they were just a couple hours ago, as most of the riffraff had either been cleaned up or shooed out by the establishment. You guys see a more ready-looking set of humans, kind of the same crew that you guys were kind of walking in and seeing there initially, is there. You guys see them eating down hunks of meat and hard bread. You guys see at every table one large bowl of what seems to be broth, and then a mound of an amalgamation of just meats and seafood and anything they could get towards in the middle, just kind of emitting a very delicious scent. I'm going to say that Jean and Bruno, and probably Ludicius, are just starving, frothing at the mouth over this.
I'll have what they're having.
I also sit down
Looks
and
good.
eat.
Yeah, you guys all sit around like a circular table. The tiefling walks over. He says, "Yeah, did you like the wine?
It was delicious, thank you.
Awesome. What can I get you guys for this morning? Same wine?
Would like a hot cup of tea.
Hot tea. Okay. All right. We'll see. What about you guys?
I'll take a giant bowl with some hot broth in it, please.
Oh, the giant bowl of hot broth. For sure. Gotcha.
Because
All right.
I want to swim in it.
Need a bath.
I'll be right back, and I'll get a main course for everybody as well. He pops back and disappears. You guys hear the clanking of like mugs getting set down and spoons scraping against porcelain. And it's just a nice little morning breakfast.
Is there any familiar faces around us that I notice? Or that might know my fake face?
Roll a perception check.
6.
With the 6, you look around. Even with your super tall vantage point, what you didn't account for was the eye shape change. So you're still just kind of adjusting to that.
My shape of my eyes changed?
Oh yeah, hers are very like oblong, where yours were very kind of short and steady. You probably have astigmatism. Get some money.
Oh, no.
But no, you do not see any familiar faces.
Okay.
After Getsmani scans the crowd, the tiefling comes out carrying just a big old thing of broth as well as a plate of wine and his big bowl of stuff. He sets that down, sets a little bowl of broth in front of Summer. Says, "Okay, and wine." Dishes everybody out. He says, "All right, and of course your bill is paid for. Thank you so much, House of Canes, for your business." He tips his little hat and he walks away.
Wait, I throw 1 gold coin so it lands in his back pocket.
He feels it slide in. He says, "Thank you."
I'm gonna jump in the broth and say, this feels good, guys. How about you?
You can have an inspiration point for that.
Well, I'm gonna take a spoon. And I'm gonna drink out that same broth.
Out of her little bowl of broth.
Hey, this is
based in
fine.
Wait.
Oh, God.
Let me get a taste first.
Tastes fishy and overtly salty.
How gross are we?
It's like the tub
Yeah.
after it's drained. So
Gene is the only one.
it's just cold.
Gross.
Y'all are pretty fucking nasty. You guys went to bed without like bathing. Gene kind of took care of herself this morning, but you guys are kind of grimy. You guys have like sea salt on you still. You guys were trudging through the forest.
Ooh.
I'm gonna like rub my arm on my plate.
You see
Season
little,
it.
yeah, you see Griff.
You know,
Some sea salt.
as I sip that brew, I'm like,
Just
ooh,
rolls through.
salty.
I look at him. Excuse me,
It
this is my
smells-
bath.
It smells like the sea.
I stick my finger up. Get your own broth.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not my cup of tea anyways.
You notice the tiefling forgot your cup of tea.
He's tired. It's fine.
So why do these outlaws like you?
We deal good business with some of the folk around here.
It doesn't
We
seem
don't
like
deal
this
business.
is the right folk.
Yeah, good business, guys.
Well, you know what? Money is gold. Okay, gold has no preference, and in this area, we do very well. So we got a few locals that we connect with, and the rest we could care less about.
That's kind of rude.
Fair enough.
I don't do a lot of business, but that seems rude.
Hey, you know. what
Gold
can I
is
say?
gold.
Exactly.
I can't say I'm upset. We share wine, so.
Tiefling Man has not upset me with the wine selection. What is Tiefling Man's name?
You did not ask him.
Okay. I continue to slurp my wine and drink my / eat my whatever selection of broth / stew meat of weirdness in front of me.
Yeah, you reach in and you.
I don't even use a silverware. I just go.
Yes, you you crunch it down. You feel a couple bird bones crunched down and maybe something chewy. It could be like an octopi.
Oh God, it's delicious, guys.
Anybody got some extra bones?
Here you go.
She gives it to me. I'm gonna put it in the broth and just float on it.
I'm gonna take like one of my drumsticks, the bone that's left over, and I'm gonna drop it on her.
And sink her.
I don't know. Whatever happens.
I'm gonna dodge.
Yeah, it just creates so much wake, and you just kind of
Earthquake!
like. Yeah, and you guys are continuing to eat. You guys hear just the normal breakfast chatter of the inn, of the silent season.
What is the silent season?
Cumin.
What?
No.
It's an inn.
Oh, that's the name of the inn?
Yeah, it's the Silent Seas Inn.
Oh, I thought season, like seasoning.
Yeah,
I thought it
season.
was silent season.
While they're talking about puns, I'm gonna try to eavesdrop over people in the surrounding area.
Absolutely.
What is that? What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception. Another 27.
Just coming in today.
Coming in hot.
You hear,
Jinx.
you kind of, as they're rabble rousing, you kind of key in, just kind of in between the slurps and the slams of drinks. You hear, yeah, they're not paying like they used to. There's not only so much for a head, says a female. And then the guy says, yeah, but they've been easy pickings lately, so it's just the travel that really hurts. You hear kind of a third voice pipe up, slightly less intimidating than the second. And he goes, yes, but is it worth the travel time and all of the expenses? It's just not worth it. It's not worth the time. Before you hear the female voice goes, I don't need a payment. This is fun for me. This is all, you kind of pick all that up without kind of like noticing. Do you want us to catch a glance?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Like, slyly.
Yeah, you look over, and these people kind of look a little bit different to you in the aspect that they look like they don't give a shit more than the people who don't give a shit. Do you think that these people, that you see a trio, they all seem to be human from your 27 perception, and then let me see one second. Yes, you see one man there. He has sort of like goggles sort of set on the thing in front of him. As well as what seems to be two larger melee bruisers, the female and the male, just kind of sitting there talking. You see that their pose and what they impose in the area around them is much more presence than the other tables that you've witnessed.
Okay.
Actually, and with a 27 perception, I'm going to say on the opposite end, sitting alone reading a book, you see someone with a very large turquoise top and white flowy bottoms. You see that she's sitting there. You assume to be a gorgeous half-orc woman, just reading quietly to herself.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say, excuse me, guys.
Where you going?
And I'm gonna strut on over to the gorgeous half-orc.
She stops her book and she actually folds it over to listen.
I'm gonna say, what you reading?
She says, schematics for how to repair my bottom hull.
Are you a captain?
Was.
What happened?
Bottom. Oh.
You hear the grungs when I was porting last decided to go a little crazy, and I've lost most of my crew since to higher bidders. So I'm working on repairing my ship and hopefully from here reclaiming my title.
Title or your nobility?
Nobility of the seas. You see, she kind of like goes for her neck where she lacks a necklace. She says, "Tell me, are you a pirate yourself?"
No, but I've been around the like.
She says, "I'm looking for gems. Specifically, this one." And then she stops, and she kind of flips to the beginning of her book, and she kind of flips it to you, and you can see that this seems to be some sort of a journal. I'm going to go off of your perception. You're just really perceptive today. She shows you a picture of her when she was younger. You see her mom and her dad, as well as several other orcs, full orcs behind. You see her mom, who is a half-orc, has a gorgeous little necklace, gold and turquoise, very bright, around her neck. She's like, "That's what I'm after."
I'm gonna say, oh, I love rocks.
You're enthusiastic too.
Yes.
Most people call me crazy and say I should be chasing coin.
No, rocks are way more beautiful than coin. You can't make a new rock.
Exactly. It takes millions of years and pressure.
You're my kind of lass. Here, have a crystal. And I give her one of my crystals that I got.
How big is it?
It's like hand size, fist size.
She says, oh my, I love it. She kind of holds it up and she's like, just opaque enough to still see details, but change your perspective. Oh, lovely. She holds her hand out and she says, Twindle.
Bruno.
She says, I have no contacts here in Corkboard of my own, so I apologize that I'm not going to be much of assistance to you in my current state.
That's fine. I just wanted some friendly conversation.
And then she kind of launches into a little bit of the specifics of like what had happened during the grung festation. And,
what are the grung?
she says as you kind of stop her mid-conversation, she says, the grung are the inhabitants of Corkboard. You know, the little frogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they come. They're very active towards the end of the day. They're more pests than anything. But
are they tasty?
Her mouth kind of lights up and says, "There's nothing more delicious than a grung. However, 200 of them at a time is a little much."
Yeah, everything in moderation.
And she says, "That's a great point." She kind of looks around and says, Would you like a drink? I know it's early in the morning."
Depends what you're having.
And she kind of looks around. She's unable to see little tiefling, but she says, "Well, I have something a little bit stronger, a brandy in my room. Would you like to come sample?"
I love brandy.
Excellent. She kind of stands up. She puts her little journal, like kind of fold her quill inside, and she kind of like grabs your hand faintly, and then kind of starts walking towards the room.
Cool.
You guys all witness all that happen. What are you guys saying?
Cheering on Bruno from the back. You know, he sees me, I just give him the head nod and that's it. He understands what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. So she takes you not to the second floor or the third floor, but just further down the hallway past the steps before she kind of wrangles and jimmies a key in there, but it seems to be more just like a piece of metal that she kind of wrangles around before opening a door. You see a very, let's just say, not as nice of a room as what you guys had stayed in the night before. You think there's the walls are just wooden and bare. There's a basic bed and a very small desk, as well as a little lockbox. She says, "Here, you can try this." And then from underneath the desk pulls out what seems to be like a little crate with several different things. She goes, several different bottles, picks one up. She takes a swig. Starting the morning off strong. She hands it to you.
Take a swig.
Yeah, you take a swig. Roll me I don't have my alcohol rules out, but just roll me a d20 real quick. And then add your con.
16.
16. Burns a little bit, but you kind of like it. Goes down.
Nice.
You're unfazed. You managed to keep it together. She turns and looks at you and says, "I'm fairly sure that the raiders who stole my amulet originate from the Isle of Tot. Have you been?"
No, but I've heard of it. Do you know who did it?
"I know not. I was very young when that happened. However, I know nothing from the Isle of Tot. They seem to be very secretive, more collective. Have you ever met a citizen from the Isle of Tot?"
Yeah. I've met someone from there.
Well, consider yourself lucky. I have, in all my years of sailing, near 2 decades and nothing.
What? But don't they have great influence?
Exactly. Why am I not seeing citizens, only their merchants?
Aren't merchants citizens?
My point may be falling on deaf ears. She kind of pushes the bottle back underneath the desk. She kind of turns her face to you and says, well, I'll be in the port trying to fix this damn boat of mine.
And I'll be looking for citizens.
She kind of looks at you and says, all right, and motions you out of her room.
And I go. Bye.
She kind of, you guys see Bruenor and this woman exit the bedroom at the end of the hallway, and then you see that she walks out of the Silent Season.
Didn't get too lucky, huh?
What do you mean? I got free brandy.
That's all that matters.
Free.
You gonna share?
Well, it's back in the room.
Sad day.
Sad day, indeed.
Go grab it.
Says Summer from the bowl of
Got
broth.
Yeah.
She's still floating.
Floating.
Totally relaxed as the warm broth is loosening all your muscles.
Go get it.
Guys, you should try it out sometime. It feels pretty good, you know?
Being mortal is hard, huh?
Feelings.
So what is the party going to do?
We need to get some more supplies and snacks to bring along on our adventure. And we also need to figure out how we're going to get to our next adventure. We don't have Ivan here to throw us.
So
And what is your next adventure?
I don't know. Where are we going next? I know we needed to stop here for snacks, and that's the only thing I put on my list.
we're going to Yacombs.
Oh, okay.
To the south.
To the south?
This is pretty close to Yacombs. We can get some supplies. I can call Alphonse,
Ooh.
and we can sail over to Yacombs once we get what we need.
How far away is Alfonso?
He's in Puva.
How
is-
far away is that?
Tell him to head his way.
Call him now.
With what? Communicator.
Oh no, you broke your communicator.
That was a smart idea.
Well, we'll figure something out.
Summer, can you telepathic brain things? Does Alfonso have a brain to telepathy?
To telepathy.
He's an illusion created by
He does not have a brain.
Solomon Fingertot.
Mhm.
My dad owns that bitch.
Yeah. Your dad owns every bitch.
I know.
I'm gonna,
Makes things a little tough.
I'm gonna say, well, the orc there said that she is a ship, but the hull just needs fixing.
Well, you got these guns right here to fix it.
We can fix a hole.
If we helped
Figure
her,
it
we
out.
could probably get a ride.
I don't have much beyond labor to offer her.
That doesn't sound bad.
She seemed pretty cool. She liked rocks.
Let's go see if we can find her.
Well,
Where'd she go?
It's a port.
I'm
We're
game. She was
probably working on her
pretty.
ship.
we could probably get some supplies and see if she's still there.
Yeah.
Why not?
And see why we can buy a boat. I got money, guys. Like, it's okay.
You got boat money?
We'll find out.
We can buy one. We can buy one off a pirate.
I say we got about 24 hours before Solomon figures out I'm using his account. So if we got some time, we might be able to use his money and get a boat.
I'm hanging in the
Fair
broth.
enough.
Guys, let's spend it all.
Spend it all, get the nice stuff.
And I think we'll find out if the party gets some nice stuff next time as they further explore the corkboard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Rolling Deep, Poseidon's Ribcage. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like us on YouTube, guys. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to our video right over here. And follow